Good afternoon, everyone. It really is an honor for us to have Dr. Atwater here to announce the Resnick Awards. He's an accomplished academic, an acclaimed physicist, and an entrepreneur, and that's really the intersection at which these Resnick Awards sit. Dr. Atwater, can you briefly tell us what the Resnick Awards are and why the Resnick Institute decided to award them?
Yeah, so I guess the thing that we noticed was while there are many areas in the public sphere where there are opportunities for recognition for things in tech and social media, these things are personally transformative for us and they get a lot of discussion. And there's a lot of opportunities to recognize advances in human health. Foundations and individuals have put a lot of effort in recognizing and supporting young innovators in human health. What we noticed was there was a distinct lack of support and recognition for people whose innovations were concerning the planetary health. And that's really where we felt we could make a difference. And Caltech is making a big commitment to sustainability, as evidenced by the fact that our current president, Ed Stolper, is here today. So, and I wanted to just say that the Resnick Awards really are designed to honor people who are handling these big and important questions, things that take a long time to solve. Sometimes they're difficult to explain. But the solutions to these challenges are the things that really will dictate the quality of our planetary health in years and decades hence.
So the Resnick Institute, Caltech, you're stepping up. What role can business play in stepping up? And are the Resnick Awards a little bit of a way of using a bully pulpit to get the business community on board with what you're doing?
Well, what I would say is that the difference between invention and innovation is translation. And it's not enough for us to develop transformative advances in science. At Caltech, that's really what our core element is making fundamental advances. And that's something that is really part of our DNA. But what's really important, I think a huge opportunity for a partnership between the business community and science is to bring together these as yet unheralded advances and to understand them, to embrace them, to understand the significance and find ways to make an impact. If we're going to make an impact on sustainability and energy, these impacts will have to be done at a global scale. Measured in terawatts. And that's not going to be done only by publishing academic papers. It's going to be done by partnerships with the business community.
Well, you said as yet unheralded. Let's do some heralding. Dr. Atwater, do you want to introduce us to the winners?
Absolutely, yes, yeah. So I'm very pleased to announce the first annual Resnick Award winners from the Resnick Sustainability Institute. And the first honoree is Professor Tom Jaramillo from Stanford University. Chemical engineer who is being honored for his work on catalysis of chemical reactions that make possible a future for clean solar-derived fuels, renewable energy production and storage. So congratulations to Tom on the Resnick Award.
Hi everyone, my name is Tom, and me and my research group, we're in the business of engineering catalyst materials. Now, what exactly does that mean? So in high school chemistry, we were all taught what a catalyst is. It's a substance that speeds up a chemical reaction without itself being consumed. And in our research group, what we're trying to do is to design and develop catalyst materials with atomic scale precision, meaning we're trying to group atoms together in just the right arrangement so you can throw low-value chemicals at the catalyst. The catalyst will break those bonds apart, take those constitutive atoms and rearrange them into higher value products the catalyst spits out and we can sell. So what exact reactions are we trying to catalyze? So ultimately what we're trying to do is we're trying to find a way to develop a new pathway to make the exact same types of molecules that we get from fossil fuels, the molecules that are already demanded at a terrestrial scale, that we use as fuels for transportation, that we use to generate electricity, but also to make chemicals that we absolutely require to live the way we do, to make fertilizer for us to eat, for billions of people to eat, to make the plastics and all the products that we use every single day. So the idea is how can we come up with new processes to make these types of molecules from, again, renewable, sustainable means. And I would offer you, for instance, to take two very simple molecules, water and carbon dioxide, that everybody in the room is breathing right now, as well as all the 7 billion people on Earth. We can find these molecules everywhere. Can we develop catalysts that can harness, say, solar energy, wind energy, take water and CO2, and do those chemical transformations to make gasoline, to make diesel, to make jet fuel? So we can make hydrogen to go into ammonia, to make fertilizer, to feed people, to make ethylene that goes into plastics, to make Nalgene bottles, PVC pipes. That's the idea. This is all predicated on making new catalysts, and that's what our team is all about. So thank you very much.
Great. Well, congratulations, Tom. And next, I'd like to honor Sara Kearney. And Sara is the founding director of the Prime Coalition. And her innovation is to develop new impact-focused approaches to financing, very important, the science-driven and tech-driven solutions that will bring forward the sustainability solutions of the future. So, Sara.
Professor Atwater, thank you so much. I'm really humbled by this honor. Since I was 18 years old, I've focused on the intersection of philanthropy and energy innovation. And today, more than ever, I'm convinced that the $600 billion just in US-based private foundations are an untapped resource to address our climate challenges at scale. Now, we all know that no matter what we do today, China, over the next 10 years, is going to add the equivalent of the entire US-based coal-fired power plant fleet to its electricity grid. And I sometimes have a hard time wrapping my brain around the magnitude of our climate challenges. The good news is there's no shortage of breakthrough technologies bubbling out of universities and national labs. The bad news is there's a serious shortage of patient early-stage capital to translate those ideas into lasting companies. Unlike other industries, venture capital can't fill this gap alone because energy ventures are capital-intensive and take a really long time. Philanthropists are uniquely positioned to fill this capital gap. They are not constrained by election cycles, fund life cycles, or shareholder demands, but today we're not giving them the information or tools they need to do so effectively. Prime is dedicated to doing just that, lowering the barriers that are currently preventing family offices and foundations from becoming critical players in our energy future.
Congratulations. Yeah, that's very cool. Okay, good. Thank you. So next, I'd like to recognize Shinichi Komaba, who is a professor of chemistry at the Tokyo University of Science. And Shinichi has made seminal advances in lithium and sodium battery technology and is working with many of the world's major battery manufacturers in Asia to develop efficient batteries for vehicles and energy storage on the grid. Shinichi.
Thank you, Dr. Atwater, and it is my great pleasure to receive this award. And my research group at the Tokyo University of Science has been working to develop new rechargeable batteries with advanced performance in terms of energy, safety, and price. Safety in lithium battery is a high priority because as the use spreads, we hear of more fire-related accidents caused by flammable chemicals in the battery, in laptops, cars, and even aircraft like the Boeing Dreamliner. To address this, we have developed a safer lithium-ion battery using non-flammable chemicals. For the long term, lithium-ion battery may be too expensive for electric vehicle and also electricity grid, in part due to costly chemicals, including lithium. Therefore, we have developed new sodium-ion rechargeable batteries made from low-cost chemicals only. these batteries have the potential to demonstrate high energy density and safety, and at a competitive price. I believe that new battery technology will be essential for the future of both transportation and grid-scale electricity storage. Thank you again.
Okay, congratulations. And our next Resnick Award winner is Professor Javad Lavie from Columbia University, who's using the power of advanced mathematics to drive a more flexible and distributed smart grid.
Hi everyone, I'm Javad Lavie. I would like to thank the Resnick Sustainability Institute of Caltech and the award committee, and I'm so excited to receive this award. My work addresses one of the global challenges of this century, which is the modernization of electrical power grids. So most of the power grids around the globe have been built more than 100 years ago, and they haven't gone through any major upgrade due to huge capital costs. So I'm designing a new brain or a software system for the future power grids, and my approach is interdisciplinary, which uses domain-specific knowledge from different areas of science, technology, engineering, and economics. The existing software systems make decisions on a few thousand parameters every 5 minutes. But in the near future, we must be able to make decisions on millions of parameters in just a few seconds. Because every consumer wants to have electric vehicles, wants to sign a contract for demand response, and wants to be an active player. So the brain that I'm working on, in collaboration with many other people, wants to control the operation of the grid in such a way that we gain a number of benefits. First, we want to be able to get a lot of power coming from renewable resources like solar and wind. Second, we want to optimize the reliability and efficiency of the grid and save billions of dollars. And third, we want to help realize the dream of having electrified transportation system. This is a fundamentally hard problem, but has the potential to save billions of dollars wasted on energy inefficiency and power outages, and can also help us increase the utilization of renewable energy. Thank you.
And our final award winner is Professor Jay Whitaker from Carnegie Mellon University, who is a triple winner working in both engineering, public policy, and as an entrepreneur and founder of Aqueon Energy, working on low-cost lithium battery storage.
Thank you very much for this amazing honor. I really appreciate it. So this work started out really as an academic project at Carnegie Mellon. I was trying to understand what is the lowest cost way to store energy, by hook or by crook. And the solution really came up in a variety of ways, but the real answer, it turns out, that is, why do we have to do this? We have to do this simply because the need for renewables mandates more storage. That's for microgrids, the regular grid, and our normal grid that doesn't need renewables also needs more stabilization. The real reason we're looking at new solutions is that the current energy storage suite are typically a bit too expensive, and they have environmental hazards as well. The solution that we eventually came up with uses only extremely low-cost, ubiquitous materials as an input. Think about dirt and salt water. And we take these things and we use very scalable, simple manufacturing techniques to bring them up, and we have very low precision requirements as we make the batteries. And through this process, I've become an accidental entrepreneur. Since 2010, when we spun Aqueon out of Carnegie Mellon, we have created about 130 jobs. We have a full-scale factory in Western Pennsylvania, and we are currently on the process of creating manufactured product. So the final solution is a scaled battery manufactured and sold to paying customers, and this has happened in about 3.5 years. So I thank you again for this.
So congratulations to the winners of the first annual Resnick Awards. They'll be here throughout Brainstorm Green, so if you want to hear more about their research and more about their projects, please find them. There's actually a Caltech area out in the lobby where you can meet the Resnick Award winners, meet some of the representatives from Caltech and the Resnick Institute who are here with us today, and basically find out anything related to Caltech. So that's your spot. I'd also like to thank Professor Atwater for joining us today and for initiating this inspiring program.
Okay, great, thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Atwater.